Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniXTCG, and we are back with another Gundam card game video. It's been a while, but I've been waiting for more and more spoilers to stack up, and man, this batch does not disappoint. Now, real quick before we get into it, I do want to let you guys know that I will be attending Anime Expo, meaning I will likely have a chance to get my hand on I got two, on the starter decks, as well as hopefully, fingers crossed, the accessory box with the mat and the resources and whatnot. So I'm gonna hopefully be doing unboxings of those for you guys on the channel, so make sure that you stick around, subscribe, and await further Gundam card game content. Okay, let's hop into the spoilers. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Unicorn Gundam O2 Banshee Destroy Mode, and that is a mouthful, so I'll be calling it Banshee as I always do. If you want to do something different, yo, by all means. But this is a level 6 4 cost 5/4 stat line, link partner being Marita Cruz, and it says during link attack, choose 12 cards from your trash, return them to your owner's deck and shuffle it. If you do set this unit to active, it gains first strike. Look, there's some problems with this card already, and it's not because of the art. The art's amazing. It's actually just like, it looks like an immediate follow-up to its Unicorn mode when it transformed in a mid-air flight, so that's pretty cool. It says during link attack, so we can't even just have it during pair, so we're really going to need to see what Marita Cruz looks like in order to ascertain how strong this card is. Of course, by the time you were in a point of the game where you can put 12 cards back from your trash, unless there's some mill cards in blue that we haven't seen, or you know, like there's like a couple more cards in white that maybe draw and discard, this is going to be kind of a hard threshold to meet. But by the time you can meet it, you should be able to find your pilot if you've built your deck correctly. So yeah, I guess, but this just seems like a really late game card that can't be used reliably in the mid game, and so that automatically kind of puts me off to it. But the art's amazing. Now, moving on to this next one, we're going to see a card that has amazing art and what I believe an amazing effect. This is Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode. This is a level 7 6 cost that says when playing this card from your hand, and it's a 5/4 with Benajie Links as the link partner, but when playing this card from your hand, you may destroy one of your link units with a Unicorn mode in its card name that is level 5. If you do, play this card as if it has 0 level and cost. Attack, choose one enemy unit, and rest it. Now that we have this as a card, this is like, I'm a Unicorn stan. You guys have seen my little shelf behind me. I have a whole shelf that's just Unicorn, Unicorn, Full Armor Unicorn, Sinanju, Banshee. I got Phoenix in a box, but I don't want to build Unicorn a 4th time, so it's been there for like years. Look at this. This card is, you're going to be able to play out Unicorn Gundam for, I believe, 4. Benajie for 1. And you'll draw a card when he links, and then you'll be able to attack and then blow it up to play this card, get your Benajie back by discarding a card, and then play Benajie again for 1 on this, draw another card, and then you can attack and rest something. So realistically, what that is, I believe, a 6 energy combo or 6 resource combo. I think that Unicorn is a 5, or is a 4 cost with level 5. I think so. Let me check just to make sure. So yes, Unicorn Destroy Mode is a level 5, but he has a cost of 4. So yes, you can do that. Yeah, you can essentially do that for what, 6? Because you're playing Benajie twice, you're playing Unicorn once, and you're playing Unicorn Destroy Mode once. So that's actually amazing for me. I think that that's really good value, and the fact that he can come out as early as turn 5, you know, if you play out, like, he can come out as early as turn 5, but he can also come out as early as turn 6 and swing twice because you'll have the resource. Or if you have the EX resource, there's some things you can get into as well. As early as turn 5, you can swing once with Unicorn, once with Unicorn Destroy Mode. I think that this is just a really cool card, and I think it brings finishing power to blue. I definitely dig that. 2 attacks for 6 while drawing 2. Sign me up. Sign me up. So yeah. The next card we have here is Noin's Ares, and this is a level 3/3 cost 2/3 stat line. Destroyed if you have another Oz unit in play, draw 1, and it has Lucrezia Noin as the link partner. I'm not really a fan of this card, mainly because unless you have 2 of them on the board, your opponent always has a route to try to outplay your draw. But if you do have 2 of them on the board, they have to get you a draw regardless if they destroy one of them, and then the next one is the one that they can kind of get around. So it is what it is, but yeah, I don't really like the design of this card. Now the next card is Zex's Leo. And Zex's Leo is a level 3 2 cost 3/2 body Oz trait as the link partner, and then you have one pair, choose one enemy unit with 3 or less HP, rest it. This is going to allow you to rest a whole bunch of weenies that may normally get in the way of your ramp strategy or mid-range to late game strategy, so which blue will fit into both. So whether you're playing blue-white, if you want to try to splash the Oz engine, if you think that's going to be the move, whether you're playing blue-green and you're playing like Wing, Operation Meteor and Oz, or you're playing just a mono blue deck, I think this is a good thing to kind of get early aggression off your back. Having the Oz trait as the link allows you to use Zex Marquise, which we've already seen, Noin, which we see is on a card, we haven't seen Noin yet, and then it's also going to, hopefully, if they make a Trays now or in the future, it'll add one more linking partner, preferably in this set, so this just has a lot of healthy targets, but it is what it is. So yeah, I think this card's pretty good. Now the next card, oh, okay, here it is. We've got Deep Devotion, which is a command that also doubles as a pilot for Lucrezia Noin, and basically it's a level 2 1 cost action slash main or main slash action. Choose one friendly unit or from friendly link unit, and it gains plus 3 HP. I mean, it just heals. It recovers 3 HP, and then it's gonna give 1 AP 0 HP as a pilot. I don't like this card. It's already enough that you have to have a linked pilot, not a paired pilot, not a paired unit, not a unit without anybody. You have to have a linked unit. So already this is just starting to get on those realms of like specificity that it just makes the card hard to use. You have to jump through multiple hoops just to regain 3 life, so I'm not really for it. Unless the Oz archetype links very, very well together, and we're able to just like have so many like linked units that this is just a surefire. I don't really dig this. Now we're going to move on to green, and we've got some bangers looking at the LR slots here. So this is going to be the LR from the Xeon Rush starter deck number 3, and it's a Char Zaku 2, level 3 2 cost 3/2 body. Char Aznable is the link pilot, obviously, and then when destroyed, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal one Xeon/Neo Xeon unit card amongst them and add it to your hand. Return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck. So this is cool. You can harass your opponent with this. He's a EX base buster, and beyond, he can actually just bust normal bases when you have Char under him. Char will give him high maneuver, so that's great. He'll be a high priority target to destroy, and when he is destroyed, he gets a replacement back if your deck is built right. That's just great. This card is just amazing, and this is exactly the kind of foundation block I think a starter deck should provide in order to build. Now, the next card is going to be problematic, I fear. I think this is going to be a problem card. This is Char's Gelgoog. Char's Gelgoog is a level 4 cost this with a 4/3 stat line. Char as the link pilot, obviously, and it says activate main, discard one Xeon/Neo Xeon unit card. If a pilot is not paired with this unit, choose one new type pilot card that is level 3 or lower from your trash, pair with this unit. So let's say you're curving out, you play your DOP on turn 1, turn 2 you do whatever, turn 3 you play Char's Zaku 2, and then you put Char under him and you start swinging. Eventually they get rid of it. There is going to be a point in the game where you can tap 5 for Sinanju, play him, put full frontal under Sinanju for the link. That effect with full frontal is going to cheat out Char's Gelgoog because it is a level 4 cost 4, it's under the requirements. It comes out, and then you can discard one more Xeon card in order to put the Char Aznable that was in your trash under this card, and that is going to allow you to have 2 bodies on the board that can attack that turn that both have high maneuver, and I think that is going to be just the bread and butter of the red-green Xeon strategy. Char's Gelgoog and Sinanju, full frontal and Char. Yeah, it's pretty powerful, and I think that when we start to be able to test, we're gonna really see the strength of that play. Next card we have here is Duo's Leo. This is a level 2 cost that has the stat line of 2/2. Duo Maxwell being the link partner is good because now we have one more card that links with Duo. And then this says this unit may choose an active enemy unit that is level 2 or lower as its attack target. I think this is really just going to be good for Goomba stomping like level 1 Zaku's, level 1 Demi Trainer blockers, things that may get in your way or may put pressure on you as a late game deck. So this is good. I think this is good. It adds on to the number of bodies that Duo links with, and it can just be a very, very nice way to clear these bodies out of your way. And then speaking of things that Duo can link with, the next card is Gundam Death Scythe. It's a level 4 2 cost 4/3 stat line. Duo Maxwell is the linking partner, making 3 separate cards so far, things that Duo can link with, rivaling Hito Yui with, I believe, Bird Mode, the Wing Gundam Vanilla, and Wing Zero. Oh, sorry, Gundam Wing. But based off of that cutout that we saw at the premiere, we saw Death Scythe and he turned out to be an LR. We're definitely getting a Wing Zero LR with that cutout. So it looks like Duo and Hito will have at least a minimum of 7 different units they can pair with here, and I think that's actually just more than enough to go ham with. But this guy has Repair 1. That's interesting, but really just he's going to be able to hang and bang. You pair him with Duo, you get your swings in, he clears out board, but he's also going to heal ever so slightly, so down with it. Next card we have here is Fortress Defense. This is a level 5 2 cost, but it also doubles as a Dozel Zabi's pilot card, and it just gives +1/+0. First off, I just got a note on the art. How is Dozel fat and fit at the same time? Like, he's husky, he's fat, but he somehow got a superimposed 6-pack poking through his Xeon regalia. Look, okay, we're gonna get past that. Main, deploy 2 Zaku, 2 Xeon, 1 AP, 1 HP unit tokens. So this is the token spammer. Combine this with a card like with Giran Zabi that gives them plus AP, and you have like the ability to just kind of crash these kamikaze style into your opponent's units, crush bases, EX bases, things like that. So I think this is pretty cool. Like, Fortress Defense is, I think, the actual generic just token generator, and we already have other token generators, so tokens actually may be a valid deck. Like, we'll keep an eye on it as we get more and more of the cards from the set. Now, moving on to white, we have Gundam Aerial Rebuild. And Gundam Aerial Rebuild is a level 6 5 cost, 5/4 stat line, so very respectable. And Suletta Mercury is the pilot. Cool. So, when paired, choose one command card that is level 5 or lower from your trash, add it to your hand, so you can recycle Overflowing Affections. I think that's like easy. If you're not pairing it, if you're not linking it, if you're pairing it, not linking it, getting back Overflowing Affection should allow you to have, like, you know, around there, you know? Now there's like a lot of cool things you can do. Like, for instance, with Suletta and Gundam Aerial Rebuild, if you play this on your 6th resource turn, and then you put Suletta under her, you would be able to, or Suletta under Gundam Aerial Rebuild, you would be able to attack, open up on energy, or one resource, and then play the Overflowing Affection you got back when you paired. However, if you play this below curve, like you have 7 total resources, you tap 5 to play Gundam Aerial Rebuild, and then you tap 1 to play Suletta, and then you attack with it, you open it up, you now have 2 up, so you could grab something back like the Witch and the Bride and have it live for your opponent's turn for defense. So I think this is actually deceptively good. Only time will tell to see if it makes its way into a lot of decks, because I know a lot of people will be probably still in the siege strategy with the blockers and the bouncing, but I think this is actually a really nice card. It's just gonna be a matter of time until we know whether or not Witch for Mercury can stand alone or is the main focus of a deck. And then we have the Sky Grasper. This is going to be a level 2 2 cost, 2/2 stat line, Earth Alliance trait, so it's probably got a fair amount of links that you can use with it, and that's pretty much it. Realistically, it might get in an easy poke. If you play this on turn 3 and then you put a pile under it, you can clear the EX base immediately and just kind of open your opponent up to just random swings. But it's just rather, I don't know. It's just a card. It's just a card. But I know right now a lot of people are thinking, hey, where can I find Gundam card game product. And I can't give you a guarantee, but what I can give you are 2 stores that I know are going to be carrying the product, and hopefully we'll have some in stock once their locals and pre-orders are sorted out. So in the description, you're going to find both Hyper Beam Card Games, who I've newly partnered up with, as well as Mystic TCG, who I've been partnered up with for a while. Go to their sites, go to their socials, ask them about the Gundam card game, and hopefully secure product for yourself. All right, let's get back to the spoilers. Next card we have here is the Mistral. I don't really like this card. I'm just gonna say it right off the bat, but it's a level 1 cost, 1/1 stat line. Deploy, choose 1 enemy unit. It gets -1 AP for the turn. Okay, cool. I don't really think this is gonna be impactful enough to really change out. You deploy, something gets -1 AP. That could really make like little weenies such as itself be able to be chumped without any real consequences, but like I just don't see it. Maybe there's a format where this matters, but like this just looks so low impact, and I feel like I would need to actually see it in a game to deduce whether it could do anything. Going to the next one, we've got Midair Modifications, Beastly Art. Level 3, 2 cost, command. Burst, activate this card's main. Main, choose 1 rested unit with blocker, set it as active, and it can attack during this turn. I like this. I think this is actually a really strong card. It's just like Archangel on a command, and sometimes just turning something that already swung back to active mode is all you need. The fact that it also can activate during your burst is crazy too, because there are some cases where you can get attacked, you can block, and then they go through a shield, and you get lucky and you flip this over, and then you just set your blocker to active, and he can block another attack. This does a lot. I think this card actually does a lot. Now, decks are tight. You can't go over 50, so it may be hard to actually fit this in. However, I do think this is a very strong effect. Now we've got a pilot, and it's a main character pilot nonetheless. This is Kagala Yuliatha, and she is a level 4 1 cost pilot. Burst, as most pilots have, +1/+1 is her additional stats. And then while this unit is white, it gains blocker. So she can turn any white unit into a blocker, and this is just infinite possibilities. I don't think I need to really talk about this one. Really, anything that isn't a blocker that's white can become a blocker, and that is her strength. That is a crazy effect, but we will need to see how the format shapes up to see if this is like super usable. Now we are at red, the final color for this video, this set it seems. And then we've got what? Buster Gundam? Buster Gundam. I don't know why it was weird for me to say that, but we got Buster Gundam. Level 4, 2 cost. And activate, it's a 1/4 with Dirka as the Link pilot. But activate main support 3. Okay. That's just automatically crazy. Just giving something else 3 AP is insane. But during pair coordinator pilot, once per turn, when you use this unit support to increase a Zaft unit's AP, set this unit to active. So this card can double support. This is an LR. This is the best supporter we have in the game. Only cost 2, can support for 3 twice. Amazing. And all you need to do is pair it with a coordinator pilot. It does not even need to have Dirka under there. You just need a coordinator pilot. And that is why I think this card is just crazy good card quality. Speaking of the kind of Zaft boy band, we have got Blitz Gundam, level 4, 3 cost, 3/3 stat line. Nicole is the Link pilot, and then deploy. Choose 1 of your Zaft units with 5 or more AP. It gains first strike for the turn. So you can potentially really get some cool combos in there. Getting something like Aegis Gundam up above 5 HP or 5 AP, giving it first strike. There's a lot you can do here. You can kind of see, you kind of got this kind of Power Rangers effect where you stack more and more of them up together, and then you're going to be able to really make some cool plays. Speaking of which, next one you have is Dual Gundam. He's a level 3, 2 cost, 3/3 stat line. Link is just Zaft trait in general, so you can have any one of those pilots and put them under here, making the cohesion just better. And then he says when this unit has 5 or more AP, it gains Breach 3. So if you pair him with a unit that's going to give him over 5, that gives him 2 AP, you can then play Blitz Gundam and give this guy First Strike, and he has Breach 3, which is just a crazy amount of skills to have on one card. Very, very good, and it's starting to look like, at first I didn't believe in Zaft. I thought that Zaft was just not really cohesive, but now the more and more we see, the more and more I'm like, I don't know, man, Zaft may just be it. Like, Zaft may just have the moves, like Jack. Like, no, but like, jokes aside, like, you have like the assemble the Megazord kind of mentality with this deck, and I like it. The next card we have here is the Gira Zulu Guards type. It's a level 4, 3 cost, 2/4 stat line. Deploy, choose one enemy, deal 1 damage to it. I think this card is solid. I just don't think he's ever going to be a cornerstone of your deck. Like, you use him to fill spaces, not to build blocks. Speaking of a card like that, you've got the Zulu. This is a level 2, 2 cost, 2/2 stat line attack. If you're attacking the enemy player, this unit gets AP +2 during this battle, and that is going to be something that's also pretty cool. Now I will say, attacking the enemy player, he gets +2. 2 is not enough to break a base, unless it's the EX base. Most bases are going to be sitting over at 5, so he needs a little help. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this card. You're gonna have to see the overall arc of Neo Zealand as a deck. You will have some support cards that could get it there, but yeah. Now the last card that we have here is the Shamblo, and the Shamblo is a level 8, 7 cost, 6/5 body with the link as a cyber new type or new type trait. And it says attack if 2 or more rested friendly units are in play, choose one enemy unit, deal 3 damage to it. And the thing I like about this is it's not turn 2 units to the side and deal damage to something. No, it just checks on attack if there are 2 or more rested friendly units in play. That means that you could swing out your entire turn, play this, link it, and then swing, and then not only have a 3rd swing, but deal 3 damage to something. It's like, if you're already being aggressive, this is the top end to that aggression, and I love that. This feels like a super boss monster for the red color. So, let's actually talk about this and close it out. We got a whole lot of great cards here. Being a Unicorn stan, I am so happy to see that Unicorn Gundam's LR just looks freaking beastly. I really do want to craft with this deck. We are but a month away from the full release of this game, and I could not be any more excited. Like I said before, we'll be going to Anime Expo, and I will be trying to get my hands on any product I can, and if I do, it will be up on this channel. Unboxings, reels, all in good quality and high definition, so you guys can really see what these cards look like up close and personal, so stay tuned for that. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more Gundam card game content, and then maybe even check out my other channel where I play Gundam Generation Eternal, which is a phone game with some really cool tactics involved. But yeah, we're gonna have a great time here. If I can get my hands on extra product past the one I get, then we will be doing giveaways, but I am so thankful for you guys being here. And remember to make sure to check out Hyper Beam cards as well as Mystic TCG for your TCG needs. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you later.